This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Auburn's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He wants to throw. Makes his connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On second down, looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps the play going. He's going to run it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out route. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. These fans raising the volume on 2nd second and goal. Pushes ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Stumbled to the ground.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
Barrels ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So Michigan's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Hands it off. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll keep it on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the air. Trying to get rid of it.
3rd down and short. They choose to pass it. They got the whole playbook open because it's 3rd and short. On their own side of the field, you could tell the QB wasn't going to make a mistake. He did not want to force the ball, make a bad decision. He throws the football away, lives to fight another down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Auburn.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. They're working that left side. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They have it 1st down at the 41-yard line. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Coming after him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the big house when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. Talk about a 1st half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. quickly out to the tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting... And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was now
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, Michigan, 3.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Quickly complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
At the 50. Brings up second down.
They'll go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Past the 30. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop. And you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on fourth down. I'm going to go for it on fourth down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in, can't win by enough, got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, ball.
Can't. Second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. He'll try the left side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Snagged in the middle. It's Pryor. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
First down.
Going up top on 1st down. He's got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. At the 45, on his way. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Still looking. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
An exclamation.